Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praise be to Allah, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and peace and blessings be upon our beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dear brothers and sisters, I am your host Hatim al-Absalam. Welcome to your program Young Leaders. And today we have another brand new show with distinguished guest. I have on my right our young leader Muhammad Abdullah Al-Ghafari. Assalamu alaikum, Muhammad. How are you?
Fine.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. And I have on my left Afnan bint Haytham Al-Absalam. Assalamu alaikum, Afnan.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Are you excited to be here?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for both of you for accepting the invitation to come on the show and in a very short notice. But I'm honored to have you here, and I'm sure today we're going to enjoy ourselves very much. So if we want to start and introduce our listeners to our guest, maybe we start with you, Afnan. You tell us a little bit about yourself. Go ahead, Afnan. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah.
My name is Afnan Haytham Al-Abdussalam. I'm 11 years old and
What school do you go to?
Darat Al-Khalij Private School.
Darat Al-Khalij Private School. And what grade are you in?
Grade 6.
Grade 6. How are you doing in school? Are you a good student?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. How many brothers and sisters do you have?
3 sisters, 1 brother.
3 sisters and 1 brother. What about you, Muhammad? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I go to the international school.
Okay.
And I'm 13 years old.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in the 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay. And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 1 brother and 2 sisters.
1 brother and 2 sisters. Are you the eldest?
No.
Okay.
I'm the second.
Both of you, are you from Muscat? Do you live around here or?
I live around here.
Where about?
At Al-Ansab.
Al-Ansab. And Afnan, where do you live?
Al-Ghubra.
Al-Ghubra. Okay, so both of you are very close to here. So what was the feeling like when you first heard that you're invited for a radio show? Muhammad, what's the first thing that came into your mind?
I was excited and nervous at the same time.
At the same time. I think it's your first experience in the radio.
Yeah.
Did you expect it to be this way?
No.
No, not at all, eh?
Not at all.
Afnan, I think you were very excited in the past few weeks to be on the radio show. Now that you're here with us live on air, what's your feeling?
Excited.
You're excited, yeah? So you don't mind doing this again in the future?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah? So far, maybe, yeah? Okay, so how's school life in general? Are you enjoying school? Are you having a good time? Do you have many friends? How is school?
I don't really enjoy school,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a lot of friends.
You have a lot of friends.
And I enjoy being with my friends.
Are you very popular among your friends?
Among my friends, yeah.
So, the times that you're not in class studying, what other activities do you do with your friends? What do you enjoy doing with your friends?
Mostly watch movies.
Okay. So, do you also go out together, for example, in the weekends? Do you meet up or something?
We do a lot.
Yeah. So, Afnan, do you have any friends?
Yes.
Yeah? Good friends?
Yes.
Normally girls, they always fight with one another. Does it happen
fight.
to you?
We fight.
You do fight.
Yeah.
What about at home with your sisters? Do you get along or you don't get along?
Nobody does.
Okay. So school passes by so fast. Yeah, you have like a few years to finish and graduate, and that's going to be a different phase of your life. What are the good memories that you think you will get from school? You'll take with you through your college life?
Mostly friends.
Mostly friends.
And then teachers. And then the activities we did in school.
Okay. You have any favorite teachers at school?
Yeah.
What makes a good teacher in your perspective? What is a good teacher?
A forgiving
A forgiving teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So normally everyone makes a mistake. from time to time, but you want a teacher who will listen to you and will forgive you and will also advise you to the right path. Afnan, what is a good teacher to you?
The one who doesn't shout at you when you forget your homework.
Why do you forget your homework? You shouldn't forget your homework. So what would you do if you were a teacher, and your students in class, they forgot to do their homework? What would you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. You wouldn't punish them?
No.
You wouldn't say anything?
No.
So the second day, if they also forget their homework,
Nothing.
nothing will happen. This will be
Unless the third time.
And then what will happen?
They'll only stand.
They will stand in the naughty corner.
In their place.
In their place.
Yes.
Okay. Do you see yourself being a teacher?
No.
No? At all?
No.
You don't like teaching?
No.
So, have you thought about what you want to do when you graduate from high school?
No.
No? Is there anything that you like? No? Muhammad, have you thought about after school?
I thought of engineering.
Engineering. Okay.
Mechanical.
Mechanical engineering.
I really like motors and engines.
Okay. So what's the relation between you and motors? Do you sometimes work on motors, or do you have a collection of magazines about motor cars and things like that?
No.
What got you into this interest?
First of all, I liked the looks of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started getting into the cars.
Yeah.
I know how they build the car.
Okay.
And what's made out of an engine.
Yeah.
How much power and torque, and etc.
And I think it's very exciting to work with cars, and it's a very good field. Unfortunately, we don't have many Omanis who are working in this field, and maybe you might be a pioneer or leader in terms of building cars. I remember many years ago when I used to work in a oil refinery, as a trainee, we were taught the basics of mechanics, and our instructor went and bought very old cars from the scrap, and we had to rebuild the cars and work on the engines, and it was very, very exciting to hear the engine ignite for the first time after a very long time. So I get your feeling, and I can see you one day, maybe inshallah, you will be a very successful engineer. But you need to develop that. And the first thing that you need to do is to get a toolbox.
Sure.
Yeah, have it at home and start breaking things and building them up again. Afnan,
No.
you're very quiet today. Yeah. So what other things interest you? So do you have any hobbies, for example?
No.
No. So what do you actually do when you come back from school?
Watch TV.
Watch TV. You have any
Or
favorite?
study.
You have any favorite programs?
No. I just watch whatever is on.
Whatever's on. Yeah. So being around dad and mom most of the time, knowing that one day they're not going to be around, you're going to be a grown-up, independent. Are you ready for that responsibility?
No.
Not yet. Yeah.
No.
But do you have an elder sister?
Yes.
And you are number?
2.
2. Okay, so you have a brother and 2 sisters younger than you. So if your mom and dad ask you to take care of them, would you be able to take this responsibility? Why
No.
not? Do you find it difficult?
Yes.
In what sense?
They're naughty.
They're naughty.
Mm-hmm. They don't listen.
Yeah, have you tried talking to them? Yeah?
Yes.
And then what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing happened.
They don't change.
They don't change.
No.
Maybe you should try once and twice and thrice. And you never know. Yeah, because one day you're going to have your own kids, and if they're naughty, what are you going to do? You have to do something about it.
I'll tell my husband.
You'll tell your husband. That's an easy solution to do. Okay. So, Muhammad, what do you think of money? What do you think of having the possession of money? Is it something that interests you? Yeah. So when you think about it, when you grow up, you having your own income, is that something that excites you?
Sure.
Hmm?
Because if you have money,
Mm-hmm.
people say that you can do anything in your mind
With money.
with money. Even if you were not smart,
Okay.
you can hire smart people to do
Things for you. Okay. And thinking of money and how things can happen when you have money, what about getting the money? Yeah. Does it come into your mind that there's a process for you to get the money? Yeah, nothing comes easy. What do you think of that?
I don't know.
Like some people have full-time jobs, yeah, and some people are businessmen. Now, like for example, Afnan, would you be a businesswoman, or would you like to be employed in a company, for example? What would you prefer?
I don't know what the difference. What's the difference?
Being employed, it means you're working for a organization, for a company, yeah, and that company pays you a salary every month. But being a businesswoman means that you have your own business at home, or do you have a shop, for example, and then you sell products.
Businesswoman.
Businesswoman, yeah. So, what type of business do you think would be good for Afnan? Do you like art, for example?
No.
Do you like food?
Nothing. I don't know what.
Shopping. What about shopping? For sure, you go for shopping.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's an idea. You can open a special shop selling shoes, women's shoes. Yeah. And
Maybe.
you might do good money, and one day I might get a good discount from you.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. You heard Muhammad. She gave her word, and she said that
I said maybe.
I'm gonna get it for free.
Maybe.
Maybe means
free. It's
yeah.
a discount.
Yeah, discount can be 1% or can be 50% or can be 100% discount. So you never
0%.
know. 100%.
Zero.
0%.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm not gonna come to your shop. We would like to remind our listeners that they can join and call. The number is 24602058 24602058. Okay, what about traveling? Have you been abroad, Muhammad? Have you traveled?
A really long time back.
Where about?
What?
Where?
I went to Malaysia
Mm-hmm.
and Thailand.
And do you remember anything of that journey?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. You were young.
Yes.
You were young. And maybe you've heard about many different countries. Yeah? Is there any particular country that you really wish you would see?
I think it's Singapore.
Singapore. Why is that?
I heard a lot about it.
Good things.
Good thing.
Yeah, it's clean. It's very organized. And the people are very smart. And they're very advanced in many areas. Afnan, have you been traveling?
I only went to Dubai and Malaysia.
And Malaysia. Do you remember the journeys that you
Only
went?
Dubai.
On Dubai. So what's so special about Dubai? What are the nice places that you saw?
Kidzania, Sonic World. I don't know.
Would you like for us to have Kidzania in Oman? Yeah?
Yes, but it won't be like Dubai.
Yeah. Why not? It can be like Dubai.
It won't.
So what's so special about Kidzania? What did you like?
You can work there. You can, if you work, you get money,
Mm-hmm.
and you can spend money. And if you order a Happy Meal or a burger or anything, and McDonald's there, you can go do it by your own.
Okay. I'll get back to you, but let us take this call. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, walaikum assalam, Hatem. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too.
Who is this?
This is Ammar. How are you? Ammar Khan.
Ammar Khan, how are you?
I'm good. I'm absolutely wonderful. How are you, Hatem?
I'm very fine. It's your first time to call on the show.
Yes, actually, I was driving just now. I parked my car, and it's an interesting topic, and you were talking to the gentleman and the lady, and it seems to be like, you are trying to induce quite aspirational values in them, and the traveling topic which just emerged. So it's amazing. So I thought, let me join. Why not?
Thank you so much for calling, and both our guests here are very happy that you called, and we do encourage people to call and share their views and thoughts, and we also encourage young people who want to join the program. They can call and set an appointment, and they can always be part of the show. So
yeah, that's great.
The main aim of this program is to have a special platform for the young people to express themselves, to share their ideas, and to be part of the community. So, brother, thank you very much for calling, and we're glad that you are our first caller for today. Any advice you want to give to our young leaders here in the show?
Great. Why not? What I feel is that irrespective of whatever family background child or a youngster is, they should have they should have some aim in life,
Yes.
Otherwise life is going to be really monotonous and boring. It could be anything. For example, exploring different cities, or inducing different ventures, different ideas. It could be anything, but there has to be a mission in the back of our minds that we have to do something. Now, to achieve that, we should work. So, if we are going to have some aim in our life, so that's how it would be more enticing, and that's how we would be able to balance our life when people enter into professional life.
Yes.
Sometimes they just devote themselves too much; they forget about their family and personal life. That's also wrong. So it has to be a fair balance between both. Okay, but you should take out time to explore this world, to go to different places. For that matter, okay, Oman, I'm an expatriate, but my job is such that I travel only twice or thrice in a year's time outside. So what I do, because I'm fortunate and blessed to be a part of such a beautiful country since I'm working here, I'm new.
Alhamdulillah.
I explore Oman, and during this winters I have explored, leaving Musandam, I have explored, I think, almost entire Oman.
MashaAllah.
And leaving Rabal Khaliya.
MashaAllah, that's very good. That's very good. And our guests here, they really appreciate your advice. And thank you again for calling us out. Thank you.
My pleasure, Adam.
Thank you. We have another call. Assalamu alaikum.
الو السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف الحال؟
My name is Abdulaziz Suleiman Abdullah Zakwani.
Yes, Abdulaziz, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you? And how are our young leaders?
Alhamdulillah, they are all fine. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, I'm really happy and I feel pleased that I had a chance to join the program as well.
Well, we are honored with your call, Abdulaziz.
All right, that's great. I've got one question. Maybe it might catch your interest.
Yes.
I wanted to ask our young leaders, what do they think about water and value of drinking water here in the Sultanate of Oman?
Yes.
And what do they do at home that encourage to save the consumption of water?
Yes. Water and the value of drinking water, yeah?
Yes, sir.
And water consumption at home.
The question is like, what is the background of their parents, their fathers, and what do they do?
Okay. Water consumption at home and the background of their parents.
Yes. And I want to encourage the young engineer
to
keep up with the automobile and in general engines. Myself, I'm so interested in engines.
Yes.
You know, starting from the era of 4-stroke engines, 2-stroke engines, in outboard engines and marina engines, and starting from smaller engines all the way to the bigger engines that we have in our lifetime.
MashaAllah. So I think both of them are listening to you, and inshallah they will address your concerns.
Yeah, inshallah.
Where are you calling us from in Oman?
I'm calling from Ibri.
You're calling from Ibri, MashaAllah.
Yes, actually I was traveling to work.
Yeah.
And every Thursday, my shift do change on Thursdays, and I always listen to the program on my way to work.
So
this time I
do you
felt
work in Occidental Oman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, their site is somewhere next to Ibri, I think.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's very good. That's a long way to Ibri. So please wear your seatbelts and your headset and drive safely.
Definitely, I do.
Thank you very much, Abdulaziz, for calling and sharing your thoughts on the program. And we hope to hear from you every single time.
Inshallah. My regards to the young leaders as well.
Thank you, Abdulaziz. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So you heard Abdulaziz, Muhammad and Afnan. He had 3 questions. The first question he's asking about water and the value of drinking water. So let us start with this. What's the average of water that you drink every single day? Now, for example, myself, I drink almost like 5 to 6 bottles a day. What about you, Afnan? Do you drink enough water?
I don't like drinking water.
You don't like drinking water. Why is that? Is it because of the taste of the water, or you prefer drinking something else?
I just don't like.
You don't like water. So what happens when you're having PE at school and it's very hot, extremely hot? Do you only drink water when you're thirsty, or
When I'm thirsty.
When you're thirsty? Muhammad?
I drink water a lot.
You drink water a lot, yeah?
Yes.
And the second question Abdulaziz had asked is water consumption at home. Many homes around the globe, people waste a lot of water, and water is a scarce resource, and we have to preserve this valuable resource that we have, which is water. So, do you have an idea how to take care of this water at home?
Mainly reducing.
Yeah, reducing. How? What do you do? Like, for example, if you have
less
a shower
time.
Less shower time. Yeah, I know a lot of people, when they have a shower, they like to sing and have a good time and enjoy themselves, and they take sometimes an hour to have a shower. So reducing that time is advisable. I personally do. What I do is, for example, if I brush my teeth, I close the tap. I don't leave it running. Yeah, once I finish, and then I open the tap again. And even when I do ablution, which is wudu, yeah, I open very minimum amount of water comes out. Afnan, any ideas how to preserve water?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. Abdulaziz also asked about the background of your parents. So, Afnan, what does your dad do? Tell us a little bit about your dad.
He works at Occidental.
He also works at Occidental.
Yes.
Where? In Muscat?
No.
Where?
I don't know Sahara.
The desert.
Yes.
Okay. And Muhammad?
My father works at Bank Sohar.
Bank Sohar. Here in Muscat.
Yes.
Okay. So your father is a banker, and your father is he an engineer? What does he do? No idea? No idea. Okay. Abdulaziz, I hope we responded to your questions. With this, we'll take a very short break, and then we'll continue with the show. Thank you. Dear listeners, this is Hatim Al-Absalam back in your show Young Leaders with Muhammad Al-Ghafri and Afnan Al-Absalam. Welcome back, guys.
Okay.
We had an interesting call from Abdulaziz, and before that, Afnan was explaining to us about Kidzania. So, for example, Afnan, I've never been to a Kidzania. Of course, my kids have been. Yeah, I know. But I want you to explain to me what really happens the moment you enter Kidzania. What do you see? How do you choose?
They have a talk show like this.
They have a talk show.
Yes.
And then what happens?
And car racing.
No, but how do you choose? You're entering the Kidzania for the very first time, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, what to choose. So, is there someone who guides you and tells you what to do?
No, when you enter, they take a photo of you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you choose where to go.
Okay. So do they give you options?
No. if I go to a place and that place gives us they give us a paper, and that paper we have to do whatever the paper does. We have to work.
There's instructions on the paper.
No, we work whatever is written in that
So
paper.
what sort of jobs are there on the paper, like a doctor, engineer, things like that?
Yes.
Yeah. So and then you get to
House
choose.
painting,
Okay.
window cleaning.
So then, do you have to wear a special
Yes.
outfit?
Yes, they give you an outfit.
They give you an outfit.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what do you do?
And then we go and deliver. Sometimes we deliver money or we deliver newspaper, and then if we go again, they have to take it back.
Okay. So how do you get money in the first place? First, do you start working and then you get the money, or they
First,
give you an
when we
advance?
enter, they give us money.
Okay.
Then when we play, they pay us.
Okay. Muhammad, have you been to Kidzania?
Yes, I did.
What do you think of it?
I think it's a really good program to know what you wanted to be in future,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of jobs that simulating
The jobs that we have in real life, yeah?
in real life.
Yeah. Is there anything in engineering?
I don't think so.
You don't have anything in engineering. There are a few programs which are very good about engineering, especially automobile engineering, like overhauling. Have you seen that program?
Overhauling.
Yeah. They take very old cars and then they restore them back to the modern look. You've not seen it?
Pimping.
There's Pimp My Ride, and there's Overhauling, and there's many other programs. It's good for you to follow these programs. You'll get ideas, and you'll have an idea of how it is done and how to be creative. They're very smart people in that program. So, Afnan, what do you really like? Yeah? Animals, pets.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you had pets before?
Yes, 2 cats.
2 cats. What are their names?
My father likes the movie Avatar, so he named them Avatar.
Both of them?
Yeah.
So...
Even though we don't want the name.
But, so if you have both of them, you say Avatar 1 and Avatar 2, or what happens?
We had a cat, and then twins.
That was Avatar 1.
Yes.
Yeah, and then?
And then Avatar 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then, no pets.
So you got rid of Avatar 1, and then you got Avatar 2.
Yes, I had a turtle behind my parents' back when they were in Britain.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Where did you get the turtle from?
We went to a trip in school, and I bought the turtle.
And how did you hide this turtle from your parents?
They were in Britain.
Yeah, so you had it in your bedroom. And
they weren't at home, so I...
No, you had the turtle in your bedroom.
Yes.
And then when they came back, you swallowed the turtle, or what happened?
No, we went to a trip with the family to Yiti.
Yeah.
Okay, and when we went to Yiti,
yes,
I set the turtle free.
You set
Before, I wanted to give it a birthday gift to my uncle.
Yes.
Then I set it free.
And you set it free.
I don't know if it's a river turtle or it's beach, so I just let it go.
So now you don't have any pets?
No.
Would you like to have more pets?
For example, want a cat. I want a husky.
You want a husky?
And
a dog?
Cat.
And a cat? You know they don't get along.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so if you have your own house, would you have more pets in your house?
Yes.
What if your husband says, no, I don't want any pets? That's exactly what's happening to me now.
I'll tell him I'm the lady.
So you make all the decisions, yeah?
Yes.
Muhammad, do you have any pets?
In our farm, yes. A lot of them.
A lot of them. What sort of pets do you have?
We have horses.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to have 2 dogs. They got stolen, and we just bought a new dog.
Okay.
And
do you ride the horses sometimes?
A lot of times.
Yeah. Is it fun?
A lot of fun.
Yeah. I love horses, and I wish if I had horses, but it's difficult to maintain horses in the city. You need like a farm so that they can run freely, and you have a proper place for them to stay. That's very interesting. You took me.
Why can't you buy a farm and go there with your family?
Well, actually, I'm planning to buy a farm and have lots of animals in them, and you're not.
And then your family has to go to that
and
farm.
you're not invited. Yeah, you have to pay 5 riyals to enter. You see, I'm also becoming a businessman now. Yeah, I have to charge
you
you
a discount.
discount. Well, you have to pay 5.1. That's the discount. Okay,
5
now
riyals,
let us
that's
talk
fine.
about some of the things that are happening around us, especially in Oman. Now, lately, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos came back to Oman, and he's safe and he's in good health, alhamdulillah. And throughout the country, people were celebrating. What sort of celebration did you have, Muhammad, in school? Do you have any?
In school there was programs like people singing and doing traditional dancing.
Dancing. Mm-hmm.
And they gave us Omani halwa.
Oh, mashallah. Why didn't you invite me for school?
I
like this sort of celebrating where it has to do with food. Yeah, so next time, please do invite me. And what else did you do in school? What happened when you first heard that His Majesty came back?
I thought about mainly.
You know, when I was at work, when one of my friends came to me and told me that most probably the Sultan is arriving today, and I never took it seriously because there has been lots of rumors in the past that he's coming, and I thought it's just like any other day. And subhanallah, that day it was really cloudy and the weather has changed, and then there was lots of movement on the streets, and really people were they heard before even being announced, and some of them that I was really surprised to see, some of them they took pictures of the plane before even landing. So mashallah, all Omanis are becoming reporters now. Afnan, how did you celebrate the occasion at your school?
I had exams, so when I was in the examination room, they were celebrating and people were shouting and they were dancing and talking about His Majesty.
Okay, and what did you continue with the exam, or you started
continued.
shouting and dancing? You continued.
I'll be out of the exam.
Okay, good. So most of the time they say that young people, they either look like their dad or their mom. So Muhammad, do you think you look like your dad or mom?
I don't think so. Sometimes
None of
I
them.
think I'm adopted.
You don't look like them at all.
No.
What about your character, your personality?
You can say aggressive.
Hmm?
You can say aggressive.
You are aggressive,
Kind of.
but none of your parents are the same.
My mom.
Your personality is different, or is it very similar to one of your parents?
My mom and dad sometimes, not all the times.
Yeah. So, by you saying that you're aggressive, what do you mean by that? Yeah, give us an example.
Like, I get angry fast.
Mm-hmm. So but I hope you don't punch your friends or anything.
Oh, that was from the past.
That was from the past. Okay. Do you do any sports?
A lot of sports.
What sort of sports?
I do handball, football, basketball, swimming, horse riding.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, that's very good. And that's one of the ways that you can get that stress out and the anger out. Yeah? So continue doing sports, and inshallah, very soon you're gonna get rid of that aggression.
Okay.
Afnan, do you do any sports?
I don't think so.
You don't?
No.
Okay. What's your favorite food? Nothing?
Nothing. I don't have a favorite food.
You don't have? What about air? Do you like eating air?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Most of us, the days like today, Thursday, it's the weekend, and we are very excited. And many people have plans for the weekend. and part of the plan is to entertain yourself, to enjoy. So, what are the plans for the weekend, normally, Muhammad? What do you do for the weekend? What is entertainment for you?
Entertaining, like, first of all, internet,
Mm-hmm.
then friends, then social media,
Okay.
and then hang out. So I go out, hang out with my friends.
So do you have accounts in the social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and
Yes.
and the rest? Yeah. And do you communicate with your friends throughout the week, or it's only in the weekends?
Throughout the week about school, but
Mhm.
in the weekends and main stuff.
Okay. What about you, Afnan? What do you do in weekends? How do you entertain yourself?
Fridays family gathering. Saturdays I often go out.
You go out. Where do you go
Sometimes. I go to my friend's house or cousins, or I go to Grandma or Center.
to? Okay. How are the family gatherings? So you get to meet cousins? Yeah?
Yes.
You get to mess around and play?
Yes.
Okay. Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay. Technology surrounds us from every direction, and today, alhamdulillah, technology is very advanced, yeah, but you still have people doing things, yeah, but maybe later on, maybe after 10 years, 20 years, we will rely on technology even more, and a lot of things that are done by humans, they'll be done by equipment and robots and electronics. So what do you think of this idea? For example, now they have this medical robots that they can operate on you. So if you want to do a surgery, there is no need for a doctor to be there. So are you comfortable for something like this? Or I'll give you an easier example. For example, you go to a restaurant, yeah, let's say Pizza Hut, for example, and then a machine or a robot comes to you and says, "Can I take your order?" Would that be something cool to you, or is it something weird?
Cool.
Yeah, would you like that?
Not in daily life, but I would like that.
Afnan, would you have one robot with you at home?
I run away.
You don't know, you don't like.
Maybe it will self-destruct.
No, but do you like technology?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So you think everything is going to change in the coming years?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. So, shopping. Yeah? I'm in a good mood of giving out goodies. So I decided to give Muhammad and Afnan 1 million riyals. Yeah? What's the first thing that you're going to buy?
Buy?
Yeah.
If it wasn't buy, I would invest the money.
Well, yeah. Tell us about the investment. What would you invest in?
Buildings.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah? You think that's a good investment?
Yes.
Okay. And what else would you do with the money?
Buy cars.
Buy cars. Fast cars.
Yes.
You have a favorite one?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the Koenigsegg Agera R.
What is it?
Koenigsegg Agera R.
I have never heard of that car before. Where is it made? Where is it built?
It's Swedish car from Sweden.
Swedish car. I'll look it up today and find out more about it. How fast does it go?
It's hold of the current world record of the fastest car.
Fastest car. But do you think with the streets that we have in Oman, would you be able to drive such a car?
Not all of them.
No, all of them, yeah. Yeah.
But if I bought it,
yeah.
I won't drive it a lot because it's precious.
Okay.
I don't want to destroy the car.
How powerful is this car?
1,348 brake horsepower.
Brake horsepower. MashaAllah. And most probably it's more than V12.
No, it's V8 twin turbo.
V8 twin turbo.
Yes.
Okay. Afnan, you're not into cars?
No.
Okay. Good. So what will you do with your 1 million riyal, Afnan? I know you want to buy me a house, yeah, but
I'll think
the
about
other
it.
things that you want to do.
Mm,
You're thinking too much for a girl. Normally you already have plans.
no. I'll buy electronics, a house, farm.
What sort of electronics?
iPod, iPad, iPhone 5, iPhone 6.
All the eyes, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let us take another short break, and then we continue, inshallah. We would like to also remind our listeners, whoever wants to call, please do call us on 24602058, 24602058. Thank you. This is Hatim Al-Absalam again in your program Young Leaders with Muhammad Al-Ghafri and Afnan Al-Abdissalam. And today we have a show, and I'm very honored to have both of them. So Muhammad, if we fast forward life another 10 years to 15 years and you're a responsible parent, what are the things that you would do for your kids?
First of all, not be like my parents.
Yeah. In what sense?
And boringness.
So what would you do different?
Maybe have more fun than we have.
Like what?
Like traveling a lot.
Yeah, will you travel a lot with your kids?
Hang out, I can say.
Hang out with your kids, yeah?
Yes.
What will that help in your kids? Will that change something in the personalities of your children?
They will love me more.
They will love you more. So they will be like a bond,
Yes.
a strong relationship. Yeah? It's important to spend time with the children, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Afnan, what are the good things that your parents did for you, in your opinion?
Whatever I want, they give it to me. Even if I want to travel, they let me. If I was bad if I did something wrong, and they want to travel, they'll take me with them, even if I did something really bad.
Yes. I want to ask you something else, Afnan. For example, if you do something wrong, what do you think is the appropriate punishment for you? What would you prefer?
My mom asked me the same thing.
Yeah, what do you think? What would be the right punishment that you deserve?
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're given a choice, for example, if you failed in your exam, and then your dad comes to you and he says, Afnan, you have three choices. Either we throw you off a cliff, or we chop off your head, or we burn your legs. What would you choose?
Throw me off a cliff.
Throw you off a cliff. Okay. Okay. You have friends out there, they're listening to you, and today, for sure, many other people are listening to you. Would you like to say anything to them?
To listen to this show?
To listen to this show. Do you think this show is a good idea?
Yes.
Yeah, do you think this show should continue?
Yes.
Yeah? Muhammad, do you think this show should continue or it should stop?
It should continue. But more topics, I would say.
More topics. Yes. Then you can also give us your suggestions after the show, and even our listeners, they can call in and tell us what they think about the show and whether this show should continue or they should stop, and what are the topics they would like to hear from our young leaders in the program. So I think we have very few minutes left for the show. One more thing that I wanted to ask both of you is that many adults out there, they say that young people, especially this generation, are not responsible. Yeah? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes or
No.
Yes? Muhammad, no. Okay, we'll start with Afnan, why she said yes, and then with you. Why do you say yes? Do you think this generation is
Yes,
irresponsible?
because before they didn't have anything to do, like watch TV, play PlayStations, or use their phones.
Yeah.
But now they have everything they have.
So,
If they use, they can sleep, they can do anything. So if you tell them something, they'll say, I'm tired, or I'm busy using my phone.
okay, that's a very good thing to say. So Muhammad, no, you said no. Why? You think this generation is responsible?
I think because in this generation we have a lot of things that we didn't have from the past.
Yeah.
So we have to take that plus our daily choices
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you do any chores at home? So
not
do you are you assigned any particular responsibility at home?
sometimes, but not particular.
No particular. So how do you consider yourself responsible? Responsibility means doing something to demonstrate that you can take responsibility. You've never thought about it?
No.
Okay. Maybe we need to go home and think about it a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, as life progresses, the responsibilities increase. And finally, we just wanted to say thank you for both of you, and thank you for our listeners who have joined and called throughout the program. Any last words you would like to say, Muhammad, especially to your friends out there? Anything?
It's a good show. You should watch it. And that's all.
That's all. How if anyone wants to contact you, Muhammad, discuss anything about you, would you like to tell them your...
Maybe an Instagram,
Yeah.
Muhammad_Ghafri.
Oh, that's great. Afnan, you have any last words before we close today's show?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Do you have an account that you want your friends to join you or follow
They
you?
already have it.
They already have it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Muhammad bin Abdullah Al-Ghafri and Afnan bint Haytham Al-Abdusalam, for being on the show. I was honored and privileged to be with you today, and I hope to see you soon, inshallah. From me, Hatim Al-Absalam, in Young Leaders. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.